Have you ever felt like there's some secret key to success that you're just missing? Well, today we're cracking open a book that says that key isn't missing at all. It's actually been inside you this whole time. We're going to dive deep into Joseph Murphy's The Power of Your Subconscious Mind to uncover what he calls a miracle-working power that, get this, you can start using right now. Let's get into it.
All right, so the book kicks off by tackling one of life's biggest mysteries. I mean, it's a question we've all asked ourselves at some point. Why is there such a huge difference between people's lives? Why do some people seem to have it all figured out, while others just can't seem to catch a break?
I mean, these are the big questions, right? You see it everywhere. One person is confident, happy, and successful, and their neighbor is filled with anxiety and struggle. One person finds amazing love, while someone else feels completely alone. Now, the book's whole argument is that there aren't a million different answers here. There's one single answer that explains it all.
And no, the answer isn't some complicated formula you have to buy. It's a secret that the greatest minds throughout history have known and used, and it's hidden in the very last place most of us would ever think to look.
And there it is. The master secret is you. Or, to be more specific, it's this incredible, untapped, creative power station that's just sitting inside your mind, waiting for you to give it directions. And the best part? You don't have to go find this power, you already have it. You just have to learn how to use it.
So how do we actually do that? How do we start using this power? Well, first, we gotta understand the basic mechanics of how your mind works. And the model here is actually really simple, but it's so powerful. Your mind isn't just one thing. It's two very distinct parts that work together.
The book uses this fantastic analogy of a ship. So, think of your conscious mind, the part you're using right now to listen and think, as the captain on the bridge. The captain makes the decisions, looks at the maps, and gives the orders. Now, your subconscious mind, that's the crew down in the engine room. They don't see the ocean. They don't question the captain's orders. They just take those commands and faithfully make the ship move.
And this is absolutely crucial. Your subconscious doesn't argue, doesn't debate. If you, the captain, are constantly thinking, I'll never be able to afford that, or this is going to fail, the crew, your subconscious, hears that as a direct command and works to make it your reality. It's a loyal servant, whether you're giving it good orders or bad ones.
Here's another amazing way to picture this. Think of yourself as a gardener. Every single day, you are planting seeds, and those seeds are your habitual thoughts. And where are you planting them? Into the incredibly fertile soil of your subconscious mind. Now here's the kicker. The soil doesn't care what you plant. It'll grow beautiful flowers just as easily as it'll grow weeds. It's up to us to be really careful about the kind of seeds we're planting.
So, what's the operating system that runs this whole thing? The captain and the crew, the gardener and the soil, it all works according to one fundamental law. And understanding this law is the key to everything.
It's really this simple. The law of life is the law of belief. Your subconscious mind doesn't respond to what's actually objectively true out there in the world. It responds to what you believe to be true in your own mind. A belief is nothing more than a thought that your conscious mind has accepted.
This is such a critical point. You could believe that a certain rock has healing powers. Well, it's not the rock that's doing the healing. It's the powerful belief that you've accepted and handed over to your subconscious that unleashes its own incredible healing power. The real power is in your acceptance of the thought.
And just like that garden soil, this law is totally impartial. It's like gravity. It doesn't care if you're a good person or a bad person. It just works. If you impress your subconscious with beliefs of health and success, that's what will be expressed in your life. But if you constantly impress it with thoughts of fear and failure, it will express that just as faithfully.
Okay, so the theory makes sense, but how do we actually put this stuff into practice? The book is packed with practical techniques, and we're going to look at a few really powerful ones right now.
So let's start with this amazing real-world story about the legendary opera singer, Enrico Caruso. Picture this. He's backstage. He's about to perform for a packed house, but he's completely paralyzed by stage fright. I mean, his throat is tight, he's pouring sweat, and his mind is just screaming, I can't sing. They're all going to laugh at me.
So in that moment of pure panic, he literally shouted at himself. He separated the two parts of his mind. The little me, that was his conscious fear, was trying to sabotage the big me, the infinite power of his subconscious. He spoke with absolute authority to that fear, commanding it to get out and declaring that the big me was in charge now. And just like that, his subconscious responded. The fear just dissolved and he went on stage and gave a performance for the ages.
Okay, here's a technique you can literally use tonight. Right before you fall asleep. That's when your conscious mind is winding down and its resistance is super low. This makes your subconscious incredibly receptive. So the idea is you take what you want, condense it into a short, simple phrase like perfect health or success is mine, and you just quietly repeat it to yourself like a lullaby as you drift off to sleep, really feeling that it's already true. Another really powerful method is visualization. This is all about creating a clear, vivid mental movie of what you want and playing it in your mind as if it's already happened. There's a perfect little story in the book that shows exactly how this works.
So, a university student sees this beautiful travel bag that she really wants, but knows she can't afford. But instead of thinking that negative thought, she stops herself, and instead she just affirms, "That bag is mine, I accept it mentally." She imagines it's already hers, and then she just lets the thought go. Well, that very same night, her fiancé shows up with a surprise gift, and it's the exact same bag. She impressed the idea on her subconscious, and her deeper mind found a way to bring it into her reality.
So what does all of this, the captain, the gardener, Crusoe's story, the student's bag, what does it all really mean for you and me? Well, it all boils down to one incredibly empowering, life-changing truth.
This is it. This is the ultimate takeaway. Your destiny isn't something that's already written for you. It's something you are writing, right now, with your thoughts. The thoughts you think over and over, the beliefs you accept as true, those are literally creating your future. If you want a different life, you have to start with different thoughts. What this means is that you are not just a passenger on this journey. You are the captain at the helm of the ship. You always have the power to choose the orders you give and the seeds you plant. The whole message here is to start using that power on purpose. Choose thoughts of life. Choose thoughts of health. Choose thoughts of happiness.
And that really brings us to the final question, the one that only you can answer for yourself. Take a look at your own mind right now, your worries, your hopes, your day-to-day thoughts. What kind of seeds are you planting in that fertile garden of your mind? Because whatever you're planting today, you will absolutely be reaping tomorrow.